Question 8. Maria bakes cakes and sells them in bags. She uses this formula to work out how much to charge for one bag of cakes. So that's one bag of cakes. So we've got the cost equals the number of cakes times 20p plus 15p for the bag. How much will a bag of 12 cakes cost? Now sometimes with questions like this it's easy to change the formula into a number machine. So because we're ending with we're getting the cost here, you actually got to do that bit last. So what we need to start with is the number of cakes. So if we've got the number of cakes, which I will write here, number of cakes, we are timesing it by 20p. So in our first arrow we're going to have times 20p, and then we are adding 15p for the bag. And that's when we've done that, and we've done the number of cakes times 20, and we add 15, that's when we get the cost. So the cost actually comes out the other side. Okay? So how much will a bag of 12 cakes cost? Well, 12 is the number of cakes, so we need to do 12 times by 20 and then add on 15. So let's work that out. 12 times 20. Well, first thing you can do is cover up the 0 and then put it back on at the end. So 12 times 2 is 24, and add on your 0 is 240. So if 12 2s are 24, 12 20s must be 240. So once we times by 20, we've got 240p, but we need to add on 15. So if we add on the 15p, we're going to get nothing add 5 is 5, 4 add 1 is 5, and then 2 add nothing is 2. So we're going to get 255 pence. But remember, 255 pence is the same as £2.55, and we really need to write it as £2.55 because the pound sign is in there. Okay? Let's scroll down and see what else we've got to do. Olivia buys a bag of cakes for £5.15. Use the formula to calculate how many cakes are in the bag. Now if we've got a number machine that goes this way, all we've got to do is reverse that number machine to go backwards the other way. So this time, so if we've got the number of cakes times 20 add 15 gives us the cost. If we start with the cost, which this time is this £5.15, and we reverse the number machine, we will get backwards to the number of cakes that she started with. So we need to reverse it because we're going backwards. So the opposite of add 15p is take 15p, and the opposite of times 20p is divide by 20p. So what we need to do now is work that backwards through from £5.15. So £5.15 take away 15p is obviously just knock the 15p off, so it's just going to be £5. And then we need to do £5 divided by 20p. Well, £1 is basically got 5 lots of 20p in it. So £5 is going to have 5 times as many 20p's in it. So if £1 has 5 20p's, then £2 would have 10 20p's, £3 would have 15 20p's, £4 would have 20 20p's, and £5 would add 25 20p's. So going back to the question, we've knocked off the 15p for the bag, so we've got £5 left, and each cake is worth 20p. So how many 20p's go in £5? Well, we've got it here. £5 is 25 lots of 20p. Therefore, there must be 25 cakes in the bag, because £5 divided by 20 gets you 25. And once we've got back to the beginning, you've got the number of cakes. So your number of cakes times 20 add 15 gives you the cost. But working in reverse, the cost, subtract 15 divided by 20 gets you back to the number of cakes. So the final answer to that question is 25 cakes.